Now here we have a explanation about resolution of vectors into components. In previous classes, in previous classes, we are discussing, we have discussed about types of vectors, position vector, unit vector, null vector, and some basic concepts. My dear students, please subscribe this channel. Please subscribe and share our videos. Hence, I will provide the useful videos to you on your request. Okay. Today we are going to discuss about the resolution of vectors. A vector can be resolved into rectangular components. A vector can be resolved into rectangular components. Let us consider this is x-axis, this is y-axis. So here is the vector r bar, which makes an angle theta with the vertical. Of course, let us consider this is the r bar occupies certain distance, which is so called, let's say, rx, and here that occupies ry. Hence, coordinates are rx, ry. Now, let us consider this is OABC. From this, if I write the cosine function, say cos theta, that is cosine function which is nothing but say horizontal component. Why? Because of to find the cosine function, we have to write adjacent side by hypotenuse. Adjacent side will be rx. That's why rx will be the horizontal component. Of course. Now, so cos theta is equal to, what is adjacent side here? Say rx. That is OC by OB. Rx by that is r bar. That implies Rx is equal to r cos theta. Rx is equal to r cos theta is the horizontal component. And what about vertical component? To determine the vertical component, we have to select sin theta. Sin theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. That is equal to, here opposite side is nothing but say AC by hypotenuse OA. Say here hypotenuse OA. Okay, OA. So that is equal to sin theta is equal to, what about AC here? AC is nothing but of course, if it is Ry, this is also Ry. If it is Rx, this is also Rx. So Ry by r bar, that implies Ry is equal to r sin theta. So example, let us consider if a body is projected with initial velocity u, then it will be horizontal. It will be parabola. So this is horizontal component ux. Here this is uy, this is ux. Okay. So like that, horizontal components and vertical components can be resolved into two components. This is about resolution of vectors in two dimension. Therefore, horizontal component Rx is equal to r cos theta. Vertical component Ry is equal to r sin theta. Here ux is equal to u cos theta. Uy is equal to u sin theta. Vertical component always write in terms of sin theta. Horizontal component always write in cosine theta. So here we have horizontal component Rx is equal to r cos theta. Vertical component Ry is equal to r sin theta. So now what about the magnitude? Magnitude of vector r bar. What about the magnitude of vector r bar? What about the magnitude of vector r bar? Now, that is the vector can be written as, say, r bar is equal to rx I cap plus ry j cap. Yes or no? Here we have, here is the r bar vector, is there? No? This is rx, this is ry, this is theta. From this we can restructure, that is the vector expression, say rxi plus ry j cap. Okay, like that. What about the magnitude of vector r bar? Previous class discussed, that is nothing but magnitude can be written as a modulus of r bar is equal to root of rx square plus ry square. Magnitude expression for the magnitude is modulus of r bar is equal to root of rx square plus ry square. Then what is the direction? Direction of vector r bar making with horizontal. So here is the theta, is there? No? That is will be the direction. So further we have, let's say, r bar is equal to rx I cap plus ry j cap. Now we have to find angle. Theta will be the direction. Why? Because of slope is equal to tan theta. Slope is equal to tan theta. Of course, see here we have horizontal component rx, vertical component ry. So now 2 divides 1 implies r sin theta by r cos theta is equal to ry by rx, that is y component by x component. Y component by x component. Now sin theta by cos theta will be tan theta is equal to ry by rx. Now direction is nothing but the angle made by the vector with x-axis. Direction is nothing but angle made by the vector with x-axis. That is theta is equal to tan inverse of ry by rx. Theta is equal to tan inverse of ry by rx. ry by rx. Okay. Dear students, please subscribe this channel. Hence, I will continue with more efforts. To give the more videos. Okay. Now here we have an example. Some vectors making certain angle in different quadrants, say x dash, y dash. Let us consider, here is the vector a bar. In first quadrant, C bar in third quadrant, B bar in second quadrant, D bar in fourth quadrant, Now, what about the vector a bar that occupies certain space along x-axis ax, along y-axis ay. Now see here we have b bar vector in the second quadrant, that is, it will be taken as, say, bx, it will be taken as by, and in third quadrant there is a vector c bar, which parallel to x-axis, that can be, say, cx, it will be cy. Okay. Now it will be dx dy, dx dy. Now here is there is a vector a bar can be written as say a bar is equal to positive x-axis I cap, positive y-axis j cap, positive x-axis I cap, positive y-axis j cap. So vector can be written as ax I cap plus ay j cap, ay j cap. Now for vector b bar, now for vector b bar, see here b bar is equal to bx, but it is negative, so minus I cap, minus bx I cap, minus bx, or else bx minus I cap, bx minus I cap plus by j cap, positive y axis that contributes positive positive y axis. So expression will be b bar is equal to minus bx I cap plus by j cap, plus by j cap. Now in the third quadrant here we have vector c bar, Now here we have minus I cap as well as minus j cap. In this third quadrant both x and y axis are negative only, hence here we have right c bar is equal to cx minus I cap plus cy minus j cap. So c bar can be written as minus cx I cap minus cy j cap, So that what about fourth quadrant? In fourth quadrant x axis is positive, y axis is negative. X axis is positive, y axis is negative. So vector d bar is equal to dx I cap plus dy minus j cap. Hence that can be written as say d bar is equal to dx I cap minus dy j cap is the vectors. So here we have four vectors. Those are nothing but number one first quadrant vector a bar is equal to ax I cap plus ay j cap. Now what about second? b bar is equal to bx minus bx I cap plus dy j cap. Next in third quadrant c bar is equal to, both are negative, minus cx I cap minus cy j cap. In fourth quadrant y component is negative, that's why dx I cap minus dy j cap. Okay, here like that we have to write different vectors in different quadrants. Okay, next resolution of vectors, direction cosines. Resolution of vectors in 3D. Resolution of vectors in 3D. So in the previously we have discussed about rectangular components in 2 dimension. Now here we have 3D. That means x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. X, y and z-axis we have to consider. Of course, let us consider here is the vector r bar. Here is the vector r bar that which contributes with the x-axis, with y-axis and with z-axis, of course, and with z-axis. Like that. For our convenience I will write like this. Okay, for our convenience I will write z-axis like this. Okay, now from here to here, so that is the angle made with the x-axis say alpha, with the y-axis is beta, with the z-axis is say gamma, Okay, three-dimensional x-axis, y-axis and z-axis, these three are orthogonals, mutually perpendicular to each other, of course. Now along x-axis it will be rx, it will be ry, it will be rz. Now rx is equal to, we have to write say r cos alpha. That implies cos alpha is equal to Rx by R. Cos alpha is equal to Rx by R. That is number one. And similar manner, Ry is equal to that is a horizontal only, of course, horizontal component. Ry here that makes an angle beta. So that's why Ry is equal to R cos beta. That implies cos beta is equal to Ry by R. And Rz is equal to, for this horizontal component is say R cos gamma. That implies cos gamma is equal to Rz by R. This is expression number 1. This is expression number 2. Expression number 3. Number 1, number 2, number 3. 1, 2, 3. These three are horizontal components only. Using this, what will be the vector? What will be the vector R bar? R bar is equal to Rx I cap. R bar is equal to Rx I cap plus Ry j cap. Rx I cap plus Ry j cap plus Rz k cap. Rx I cap plus Ry j cap plus Rz k cap. Then what about the magnitude of vector R bar? Vector R bar is equal to root of Rx square plus Ry square plus Rz square. Rx square plus Rz square plus R square, of course. Now, see here we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now here we can explain about direction cosines. So here 1, 2, 3. See, 1, 2, 3 are called direction cosines. 1, 2, 3 are called direction cosines. Now 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square implies 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. Squaring the equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3 and add them, then we can get cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to Rx by R whole square plus Ry by R whole square plus Rz by R whole square. See here, denominator is constant, denominator is same. So cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to Rx square plus Ry square plus Rz square by R. See here, modulus of R is equal to Rx square plus Ry square plus R square. Squaring on both sides we get R square is equal to Rx square plus Ry square plus Rz square. Compare these two expressions. Here Rx square plus Ry square plus Rz square is equal to R square. Of course, by squaring them here we get R square. Of course, now final expression will be say cos square alpha is equal to cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to R square by R square, that is 1. R square by R square, that is equal to 1. Okay, now that is direction cosines. So what is the relation? That is cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is equal to 1. That is proven. Now in terms of sin alpha, sin beta, sin gamma, that can be written as say cos square alpha is equal to 1 minus sin square alpha plus 1 minus cos square beta plus 1 minus sin square beta, 1 minus sin square beta, 1 minus sin square gamma is equal to 1. Now 1 plus 1 plus 1 minus common thesis. By taking common, sin square alpha plus sin square beta plus sin square gamma equal to 1. Sine square gamma is equal to 1. Now here the total is nothing but say 3 minus 1 taken this side and sine square alpha like that. Then what happens? 3 minus 1 equal to sine square alpha plus sine square beta plus sine square gamma. Therefore, final expression sine square alpha plus sine square beta plus sine square gamma is equal to 2. Sine square alpha plus sine square beta plus sine square gamma is equal to 2.